Dear colleagues, dear friends, one of the fundamental objectives that the European project has historically tried to achieve was finding different models of development. While sustainability and low impact on the environment are equally challenging goals, one of the most underrated aspects that political leaders sometimes ignore is the need to curb the uneven effect of development. The development gap in infrastructure, public services, wage income between the different regions of Europe, and sometimes between Europe's urban areas and the rural environment, is the major issue that needs to be on the public agenda. Therefore, I believe that any event trying to place this issue in the spotlight of European public space needs to be commented. At the same time, we must not forget that the principle of solidarity, which is treasured in major EU policies such as the Common Agriculture Policy and Cohesion Mechanism, is also in place not only to reduce the development gap, but also to preserve what we might call the European way of life. Europe's socio-economic model is not a preference based on rationale of efficiency, but on the necessity to preserve the many local, regional or even national traditions which ensure the diversity of Europe's societies. We need to understand that our European culture is a profoundly diverse mosaic, linked not only to our identity but also with our economic development. Europe's position as the world #1 touristic destination is not only the result of the numerous sites, monuments and museums in our countries, but also the result of the attraction tourists feel for the vibrant regional and local cultures of Europe. It is our duty as responsible political leaders to support all the policies which entail a socially responsible development of our tourism sector. Let's not forget that tourism and the hospitality industries are responsible for generating almost 10% of the Europe GDP. Moreover, the SMEs acting in this sector create 2 million jobs, a major factor given today's economic problem. It is important to tailor policies which fit best for this often disregarded sector of the European economy. Policies that can ensure a greater level of transparency, higher level of consumer satisfaction, as well as increased competitiveness of European SMEs. We can achieve these objectives by using of Europe's untapped ICT potential, new technologies facilitating the digitalization of the tourism and hospitality sector would set new competitiveness standards. European regions and provinces have to work together at the European level in close collaboration with European institutions for the further development of rural areas. As the co-president of Intergroup for European Tourist Development and Cultural Heritage, I am in close contact with colleagues who want to preserve Europe's rural identity, both in terms of culture and of tourism. Coming from Romania, a country which still has villages untouched by time, I can say that local authorities are sometimes struggling to keep young people active and interested, to attract investors and keep this area competitive in terms of economic efficiency. Thus, I think that united action is needed in order to help local, provincial and regional authorities achieve their goals towards keeping rural areas alive and competitive, especially in terms of tourism and cultural heritage. I am aware that this path is marked by numerous difficulties. I am also aware that many of these obstacles can be overcome if European regions and provinces have a stronger voice in politics. I believe that it is fundamental for both national and regional institutions to make their case heard louder and more often in the European fora. In the end, in order to speak with one voice, the regions and provinces need to get closer to the political and institutional centers of our continent. That will surely make our voice and action stronger. Thank you and good luck.